a good friend of mine, a good friend of the Wonderground, and someone who's served the needs of Mississippi as an emergency manager for a very long time, since, well, post-Camille in '69. He's recently retired. Please welcome Butch Loeffler, retired emergency manager from Jackson County, Mississippi, y'all.
Good morning. Happy spring to everyone. Let me tell you a little bit of what happens to make you an emergency manager. You start out as a volunteer. You start out working for the causes such as what Port Light is doing. I've served for 30 years with the American Red Cross and Disaster Services. From that, I more or less advanced it from a volunteer into a paid employee of emergency management. The frustrating thing about working for a government entity is the fact of seeing the need, telling the need to the government, and watching the government throw money at it and not support anything. It's very, very disgusting. It caused me to resign as an emergency manager. The organization such as Port Light is doing things that I watched fail severely in Katrina. We had many of the special medical needs, many of the people with handicaps, many of the people with other needs that the government failed. The answer by government, in the way that I've seen it, and the experience that I have been through, is they'll throw money at it with so many strings. By the time you unwind the strings, the need is long gone. The Mississippi Gulf Coast would not be where it is today and recovered as well as it has if it had not been for volunteer organizations, faith-based organizations, and people such as yourself that rolled up their sleeves, came down, and helped us. We'll forever be grateful for that. I spoke in New York this past spring. We had many volunteers from the state of New York came down to assist us. I was very proud to be able to stand there and personally give them all a thank you. We've all seen disaster along the Gulf Coast regions, and we'll continue to do so as long as we live and long after we're gone. So the idea of preparing in advance is one of the best emergency management ideas that anyone can do. We at the local level have tried for years to get our government to understand you need to prepare now for what's going to happen in the future, and then you won't be scrambling trying to figure out what you're going to do.